Hello everyone, my name is Neng Teti H. I'm from 7th semester English education program. I'd like to express about intercultural communication. There are 3 points. The first is verbal and non-verbal taboos in communication. The second is managing intercultural conflict, and the last, ethical intercultural communication. The first is verbal and non-verbal taboos in communication. Verbal taboos in communication. A taboo in the word of the dictionary is a prohibition laid by primitive people upon certain object or acts. It is a ban, curse, or interdiction of such a character that anyone who touches the tabooed object or performs the tabooed act is liable to a penalty. Uh, Next, nonverbal taboos in communication. Nonverbal communication, or the communicating of informating without speaking, is something we are constantly doing, whether we are aware of it or not. We roll our eyes, cross our arm, look distracted. This communicates something about us, something that other people pick up on. Breaking a taboo can be a minor annoyance or a serious offense, and it results in people rolling their eyes or chasing you out of town on a rail. It all depends on how seriously a character feels about that taboo. Therefore, it's important to understand culture before you visit them. But not today. Today, we are going to travel the world breaking nonverbal taboos. In other words, get it out of your system now before traveling for real. And the second point is managing intercultural conflict. Number one, factors causing intercultural conflict. Cause number one. Cause number one is ethnocentrism. The most common driver of intercultural conflict derives from something known as ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism essentially stems from an individual's belief that their culture and way of doing things is the right way. There are lots of different levels of ethnocentrism, but an extreme ethnocentric will view the world quite simply as their experience of it. Cause number two, differences in cultural values. Every culture has its own different set of values and beliefs as to what is right or wrong. And these values drive our behaviors. And cause number three, cultural communication. Different culture have their own communication rules and their own ways of exchanging message. Second point is intercultural conflict process factors. Intercultural conflict, cultural background factor, intercultural conflict, the implicit or explicit emotional struggle or frustration between person or different culture over perpetuate incompatible values, norm, face orientation, goals, care researches, process and or outcome in a communication situation. Uh, Next, flexible intercultural conflict skill. Number one is face work management. Mindful. Number two, mindful listening. Number three, cultural empathy perspective. Number four, mindful reframing. How you frame conflict via neutral tone and language may soften conflict defensiveness. And the last, adaptive code. And the last material on the last or the last point is ethical intercultural communication. There are two points. The first one is contemporary issues in intercultural communication ethic, and number two, becoming ethical intercultural communicator. The first one, content contemporary issues in intercultural communication ethic. Uh, 5 P's ethical decision making models. The first is problem recognition. The second is information search. The third is construction of alternative. The the fourth, decision making choice, and the last, implementation. Uh, Number two, the second, becoming ethical intercultural communicator. The first is meta-ethical decision, a discovery process, and the last, becoming flexible. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.